So for the kick drum, we have a couple different options. Inside the kick drum is AKG Z112, real classic. It has quite a bit of attack and also a lot of low end. In front of the kick drum, we have a Neumann U47 FET, which does a great job of capturing the kick drum as a whole. In addition to that, we have a woofer in front of the kick drum, which provides a lot of punch and a lot of the lowest frequencies. For some of the kick drums, we did not use the woofer, but instead put out like a resonance kick drum in front of the kick and tuned it so it would give a really round and full tone with a lot of decay. So on the snare, we have a couple of usual suspects. A Shure SM57, which we ran pretty hot through the console, so it's pretty saturated, has a lot of grit to it. We also have a cleaner option, a Neumann KM84, has a bit more top end to it as well. And on the bottom head, we have a Sennheiser MD441. We tried a couple different options, but we like the crack and snap that came out of that one. So for the toms, we have Beta Dynamics 201s. They had a really clean sound that we liked. We also added bottom mics, Sennheiser 904s. They sound a bit dull on their own, but when blended in, you just kind of push the faders up a little bit. They really add to the fullness and richness of the toms. We also spot mic'd the ride cymbal with a Neumann KM56. I mean, the ride is obviously well presented in the overhead mics as well, but it's really nice to have this guy to pull up whenever the song calls for it. So for the hi-hat, we also have two different options. One Shure SM57, a bit darker, more character to it, and we also have a Neumann KM84, which is cleaner, a bit more high-end, and they complement each other really good. So for the overheads, we went with Neumann U67s. We tried some other options as well, but we found these to be the smoothest and works best in this room. It doesn't add any harshness or any frequencies you don't want in the end result, so really happy with them. We also have a mono ribbon mic, a Coles 4038, situated just over the snare drum, more or less. This guy never disappoints on drums. It's obviously darker than the U67s, but it's really smooth, has a lot of punch and a fullness to the sound. It captures the whole kit really beautifully. So this is obviously a fantastic drum room, incredibly well balanced, and it sounds very natural, the whole kit, in virtually every part of the room. So in the back corners, we have a couple of AKGs 414. Quite clean sounding, sounds great as they are right now, but really shines with a bit of compression on them. We tried them in the Omni setting, but went with the cardioid option because it was just a bit cleaner. So as a contrast to the 414s, we have these Telefunken 251s in the back of the room. We ran them pretty hot through the Mercury M76 preamps, so they have some dirt and grit to them, quite a lot of character. They sound beautiful and captures the whole room really nicely. So we also have a couple of mono ambience mics. This is a Neumann U47. The kit sounded really good at this particular place and height, so we wanted a microphone there. We put it in Omni just to capture reflections coming throughout the whole room rather just from the drum kit. There's also a mono mic close to the ceiling up on the loft, a Coles mic 4038. We found there was a lot of low end up there and we really wanted to capture that too.